Let me tell you about the worst and somehow best decision I ever made. It was a Tuesday, completely unremarkable Tuesday. I was sitting in a conference room listening to my manager explain for the 47th time why my idea wasn't aligned with the company's current strategic direction. And something in me just snapped. Not in a dramatic flip-the-table kind of way, more like a quiet, internal pop, like a bubble wrap bubble finally giving up. I walked back to my desk, typed up my resignation letter, and submitted it before I could talk myself out of it. No backup plan, no savings runway, no rich uncle, no trust fund, nothing. Just me, my laptop, approximately 3 months of emergency ramen noodles in my pantry, and a terrifying amount of optimism that I was absolutely not entitled to have. My friends thought I had lost my mind. My mom called me every single day for a week. My bank account was having a slow, dignified panic attack. And honestly, same. But here's what happened next. And I'm going to tell you the whole story because I think a lot of people sugarcoat this stuff, and I refuse to do that. The first month was rough. I tried everything. I posted on LinkedIn. I sent cold emails. I signed up for every freelance platform known to humanity. I watched approximately 4,000 YouTube videos about passive income that were not passive, not income, and actively making me worse at everything. I was scattered. I was anxious. I was eating cereal at 2 p.m. and calling it hustle. But somewhere in that chaos, I stumbled onto something that actually worked. Content creation paired with affiliate marketing and digital products. Now, before you roll your eyes and click away, stay with me, because I'm not about to tell you to just start a YouTube channel and post every day and eventually you'll go viral. That's not what happened. What happened was far more boring and far more effective. I picked one niche. One. Just one. I know. Revolutionary. I picked something I genuinely knew about: productivity systems and personal organization. Not because it was trending, not because some guru told me to. Because it was something I had spent years obsessing over, mostly to cope with the chaos of my corporate job. I had notebooks filled with systems. I had spreadsheets about my spreadsheets. I was, honestly, a little unwell about it. But that unwell energy, it turned out to be very marketable. I started a blog. Old school, I know. But here's the thing. Blogs are not dead. Blogs that are actually written by humans with real opinions and real experience, very much alive. I wrote about my systems. I wrote about what worked, what failed spectacularly, and what I wish someone had told me earlier. Then I started a newsletter. Small, scrappy, but consistent. Every week, without fail. Then I created a simple digital product, a downloadable planning system. Nothing fancy. Just a structured set of templates I had been using myself for years, cleaned up and put into a format that other people could actually use. I priced it at $27. The first sale came in 3 weeks after launch. I literally screamed. My neighbor knocked on the wall. I did not care. Month 2, I made about $400. Month 3, closer to $800. By month 4, I had figured out what was resonating, doubled down on it, and crossed $2,000. Month 5, I hit $3,200. Month 6, $4,200 and change. Recurring every month. No day trading, no crypto, no drop shipping, 17 different categories of products I've never touched. No MLM. No investment opportunity. Just content, connection, and a product that genuinely helped people. Now here's where I have to pause and tell you about something that quietly became one of my secret weapons during this whole journey. And yes, this is the part where I mention something I genuinely use and love, so bear with me because it actually makes sense in context. When I quit my job and started working from home full-time, I discovered something alarming. I had absolutely no idea how to structure my physical environment for focus. In an office, there's forced structure. At home, chaos. I was working from the couch, from my bed, from the kitchen counter with crumbs near my keyboard, like some kind of feral productivity goblin. I needed a real setup, a space that told my brain, okay, we are doing serious things now. So I started investing in my workspace, and one of the things I got which sounds almost embarrassingly mundane but genuinely changed my output, was an ergonomic desk organizer and workspace system from Amazon. I'll link to it in the description. It's the kind of thing where you see it and think, that's just a fancy tray situation, and then you set it up and suddenly your entire desk makes sense, and your brain stops spending half its energy figuring out where your charger is. I know. You thought the secret to building a $4,000 a month business was going to be some mystical marketing hack, and here I am talking about a desk organizer. But I'm serious. Environment shapes behavior. The moment I stopped working like a person who had just been evicted and started working like a person who had intentionally designed their space, my output quality went up, my focus went up, and the business went up with it. There's actual science behind this. Cluttered spaces produce cluttered thinking, and cluttered thinking produces cluttered content that nobody wants to read or buy. So yeah, the desk organizer is in the description. Get it. Set up your space like you mean it. Okay, back to the story. 6 months in, I want to be honest with you about what this actually looked like day to day, because I think the highlight reel version does more harm than good. There were weeks I published content and heard nothing. Crickets, tumbleweeds, the sound of my own self-doubt doing laps around my living room. There were days I genuinely considered sending my resignation letter to myself for quitting. There were moments when the comparison trap nearly swallowed me whole, watching other creators seem to blow up overnight while I was grinding for every single subscriber, every single reader, every single sale. But here's what I held on to. The compounding effect is real. Every piece of content I published existed on the internet indefinitely. Every email subscriber I earned stayed in my list. Every sale built a track record I could learn from. Nothing I built disappeared overnight. It just kept quietly accumulating. And that's the thing nobody talks about when they say, I built a 6-figure business in 30 days. Most of the time, what they're really describing is a moment of visible success that was preceded by months or years of invisible, unsexy work. My 6 months felt long while I was living them. Looking back, it feels short. And I think that's because I was moving. Even when it was slow, I was moving. If you're sitting right now where I was sitting, in that conference room, internally popping, I want you to hear this. You don't need a perfect plan. You need a direction and the discipline to move in it, even on the days when nothing seems to be working. Pick a lane, stay in it, create consistently, build something that helps people. Treat your workspace like the business you're trying to build deserves to be taken seriously. Start with your environment. Start with your mindset. Start with showing up like you've already decided this is going to work. Because that Tuesday decision that everyone thought was the worst thing I'd ever done, it turned out to be the only decision that actually made any sense. The link for the workspace organizer I use is in the description below. Your future productive self will thank me, or roast me. Either way, the business will be yours.